Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Dylan Zampa. Of course, you may know him as he's part of the Kawicki Driver Development Program for this year. So he was part of it last year. We haven't had Dylan on in a while. Figured we'd check in with him. How's it going, man?
Going pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well. So, talk about what have you been up to last few months?
Just racing almost pretty much every weekend. The last 7 weekends, we've been racing back to back. So it's definitely been hard for me and my family with them working full time. So them taking time off of work to let me do what I love to do is just means a lot to me. So I just couldn't do without all my sponsors. They're the ones that give us the money to be able to go race wherever we want. So hopefully we have 6 or 7 more races left on the schedule, so hoping we can end it off with a strong finish to the end of our year.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about how the racing's been going so far. I know you've been very busy with racing, but overall, let's talk about the performance on the track. How have you been there?
Yeah, I think we're up to 11 or 12 wins so far this year. I'll be the first to say the car counts where at the tracks I'm racing aren't the best. The pro lates aren't super big. So hopefully, when there's big money races, pro lates do show up. Take the All-Star Showdown there was 32 pro late models and they started all 32. So they can get a car count. They just need to put the money in because the money's not there right now. So looking to get hopefully 15 or 20 cars at the next pro late model race up in Irwindale Speedway on the September 17th. I'll be doing double duty that weekend. So we just raced Madera last weekend. We were looking to get a win, and it was going really good. Car was really good. Didn't touch it at the halftime break, and just flat out got dumped. But with 10 to go, so nothing you really can do. I didn't know who was behind me. My spotter said I was clear by 1 going to the corner. So don't know what happened. I watched the video. I definitely was cleared by 1, and he got on the gas a little bit sooner, and he's only been racing for about a year, so his inexperience showed. But it's all right though. PMA, that's what we've been doing. Positive mental attitude. That's our motto this year. So read it in Alan Kowicki's book. So that's kind of just been what we've been doing all year. So PMA is just our motto right now.
Yep. That's what you got to do. By the way, we didn't call each other and tell each other that we're the same shirt or something. I don't know. Also, there's if you can turn sideways, there's something I want the audience to see. You're kind of growing a mullet out a little bit. How about that? Yeah, there you go. Nice. You so what gave you that idea?
I actually don't even know. I saw a couple people with it at my school, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this as a joke. I'm going to grow one out, and it's going to look better than everyone else's. And school ended. My hair doesn't grow very fast. So, I've been growing it out for the past 4 months now. So, it's making good progress, but my hair definitely doesn't grow super fast. So,
unlike mine, which does. So, also, you mentioned school. You last time we talked, you also graduated high school between the last couple times we've chatted on here. So now your schedule, I know you had plans to go to school. I know that's been put on hold because of just some things that didn't work out, and now you're just working on the race car. And kind of tell us what you are doing now that you don't have to now that you're graduated from high school.
Yeah, since school graduated, I kind of just been either 1 week I'll go work for my buddy who owns a fencing company. He's one of my sponsors on my race car. I'll go work for him, for a full week. I'll go stay at his house somewhere out of town, and I'll work for him, and then come home, and then for a week I'll work on the race car full time while my parents are at work. I'll go out there, either it's cleaning or it's changing some ball joints or changing some slugs. Just all some small stuff. Uh, Me and my dad been working on it on text message. So he texted me today actually, and he wanted me to go change out the fuel cell because the fuel cell's gonna be out of date. So we're looking we're looking pretty good so far. The summer's been moving on really smooth. My dad works full time, so he comes home around 3, and right when he gets home at 3, grab a snack, and we go out in the garage, and we're out there from 3:30 till 9:30. So it's definitely tough for us, and especially my mom, because she's always wanted to go to dinner or something. So we always make time to go to dinner, but then we go right back out in the garage. So it's definitely, it's give and take here at the Zampa house. So but I just love the atmosphere that the whole family has. So it sucks not having Logan here anymore. He's off in college now, so his room's empty. So it kind of, it sucks not having your brother here, but I'm always on, texting him or Snapchatting him, seeing how he's doing. So his first game's coming up soon, so I'll definitely be at his first game.
So, of course, I should probably jump in here and say that, of course, Logan is also playing rugby. Um, I know he raced for a little bit, and I know he's also transitioning into the rugby side of things. Remind the audience where he goes to college again.
So he goes to Cal Poly Humboldt. It's up in Eureka. So it's about 2 hours from where Jeremy Doss lives in Upper Lake.
Yep.
So we had plans to go race Eureka a couple weeks ago, and then the fires up there can't got the race canceled because they were using the racetrack as a station for all the first responders. So I think they got most of the fires out. I haven't really looked yet. I haven't really done any research on it, but I heard that they put a couple of the fires out. There was a couple up there, but yeah, Logan, halfway through the season decided he wanted to go play rugby. So he made a couple phone calls, and he ended up working out a scholarship deal with Cal Poly Humboldt and all the rugby coaches. So, I'm happy for him. Rugby's kind of been his thing ever since he played it a couple years ago. I will say he's pretty good at it. He's a big guy, so I wouldn't definitely want to get in his way on the field. So I don't know what other people think, but I've seen him do some stuff to people that might put them in the hospital, but that's just his thing. So, I'm glad for him. My parents, they want to support him. So, it just sucks not having him here. After you think about it, you're like, just get out of here, just leave. But once you have him gone for a week or a week and a half, you're like, dang. But I still get to, I get to still play video games with him or something on during the night or something when he's free, when he doesn't have schoolwork. So still get to see him every once in a while though.
Yeah, for sure. What's the biggest? I know that this is your second year in the program with the Quickie Driver Development Program, and you've learned a whole ton this year as well. What are some of the biggest things that you have learned this year?
It'd definitely be to just do as much social media work as you can. Obviously, put yourself out there, let your fans know what you're doing. You kind of want to let them know what your kind of everyday stuff is. So, I try posting, when we're working on the race car or something. But it's been just social media, this year. That's kind of just all it's been. It's just social media. So also, doing community service work as well. I'm trying to go every single week. The last couple weeks, I haven't been able to go as much, but I've been trying to make it a priority to go once a week on Thursdays or Wednesdays. So I wasn't able to go last week because I was working out of town, but I was able to do the Ronald McDonald House in Madera, and I was able to take a junior driver with me, which always feels good to get, a younger kid involved in the community service work. So that's a great family. Everyone at Madera, they seem to be nice. So we're looking forward to getting back in the seat. Not this weekend because I'm going to a wedding in Vegas. So, but the September 10th, we'll be back at All American Speedway, and then we go right back to Irwindale Speedway on the 17th of next weekend.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that it's gonna be a jam-packed weekend for you. I know, I know you got about like 6-7 races left, and of course, right around that time it'll be the end of the Kawicki Championship on the line as well. You're last time I think the standings came out, you were leading it. What does that mean to lead that?
Yeah, it definitely means, that all the hard work that we're doing this year is paying off. All the fundraisers we've held at all the racetracks we've raced at, all the Ronald McDonald houses we've been to, meeting new people there, all the food banks I've been to. I haven't been to any food banks but the Napa one.
Yeah,
Last year I would go to Irwindale Food Bank, but the Ronald McDonald House seems to be kind of my main thing on race weekends. It just feels good to give back to those families who are in need of that type of supplies, whether it be food or um, dish soap or body wash, just any of that stuff. I'm glad that I can be able to help them.
for sure. It's a lot. You're doing a lot of great stuff there about with that. And I know you just mentioned this, but kind of talk about the rest of the. I know you mentioned September 10th and September 17th. You'll be at All American. You'll be at Irwindale, but we'll kind of preview the rest of your year for you, bud.
Yeah, so we're hoping to add a race in November. It's going to be at the bull ring in Las Vegas. We did that race last year. We definitely didn't put down a good finish. Car just wasn't right. We haven't ran there, so I'm looking forward to going back there. Hopefully, one of my main sponsors, Randy Hendricks, Sierra Speed Technology. He's the one that lets me run the super late model for the SRL division, which I'll be racing at Irwindale as well. So, he's building a brand new pro late model car. So, he's looking to have me run it for the first time. So that'll be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. But we have one Stockton race left, which is going to be the Bischoff Burger Brawl, which is a $10,000 to win race, which is an SRL race. And then we have two Irwindales left, which is the 17th, and then one later which is the last race for SRL. And then we have one more Kern race, I think.
It's going to be a fun year. I know that, planning on this, also planning for next year as well. You're probably going to be doing the same stuff. Who knows? Maybe you'll get an Arca West race, maybe too. I don't know. All right. But Dylan Zampa, thank you so much for coming on. Keep doing what you're doing, and good luck at All American and Irwindale, and we'll maybe see you down. We'll have you on in a couple months.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me on.